What's up, fam? This your boy. Welcoming Whitta Passion to the Stay Strong platform and stuff. I'm just gonna ask her a few questions and just kind of, let you all get to know her. She's gonna be starting her own little podcast called It's Not Rocket Science, and I'm pretty interested in understanding and knowing like what's the inspiration behind that. But first off, so Whitta, tell me like, how did you come up with your name? I like that Whitta Passion. How did you come up with that?
I came up with that because I initially had the name Passion, and then I rebranded myself. So I decided to add Whitta Passion as the rebrand, and the Whitta actually stands for being witty. So that stands for my personality, and then the passion is definitely passionate about music and everything else that goes into it. So
True. I mean, I know when I first met you, man, you had the guitar in your hand. You know what I'm saying? You had a real nice, pretty picture of you. You was doing your thing, and we've been friends for like the past couple of years now.
Yes.
And stuff, and we're moving forward and doing some new things and stuff. I'm so happy to have you here on the Stay Strong platform. So, what inspired you to, want to start your own little podcast and stuff?
What inspired me was I've always been into trying to build myself in the entertainment industry. I've always had a passion for entertainment, as far as being a vocalist, being a lyricist, being a playwright, writing books. So all of that goes into it, integrated, and I absolutely love it. So,
well, that sounds good, man. That's really, really cool. So, tell me, like, what else do you want to try to do with the platform? Because I know the name of it is It's Not Rocket Science and stuff. So, give me an idea of what that really means.
It's not rocket science. It's actually a big idea based on lineage. So I believe in a lot of stuff that you have, your talents, your motivation, also comes from your bloodline. So my bloodline comes along the line of scientific engineers. And so that inspired me to just go really deep into everything that is scientifically proven. So my podcast, It's Not Rocket Science, is based on different topics, but actually anyone can actually join in and speak into it. It is a platform that is open and free. So you can speak into any topic and actually join in and be interactive in it. But also I want the storyline to always be backed by a science. So whatever the topic may be, if it's about love, if it's about trucking, if it's about any kind of topic, investments, I want it to be backed by a formula and a science. So don't just talk about, hey, I love trucks, I love trucking. Let's back it with the science of it. Like, how far does it go back? The history of it, the future of it, the lifeline of it. I want to go deep into whatever resources or topics that is talked about. So I want it to be very interactive and controversial in a way where you want to speak your voice. So it's an open voice atmosphere.
Well, that's cool. I heard you say something about bloodline. You mind telling us, like, where were you born and how you end up getting to Texas and stuff?
Oh, okay. So I was born in Brooklyn, New York. Hey, Brooklyn.
Hey, be
Brooklyn in the house, So I'm actually West Indian background, Haitian, Indian, and, I'm very proud of it. It actually made me who I am, and is very, very endearing to know that, I represent where in Haiti. And where I'm from, we just solely move by our brain and our strength. So,
excuse me.
No problem.
Yeah, for sure. I've just been.
You need a little drink, a little popcorn.
Yeah, get some popcorn here. We're gonna dig a little deeper and everything like that. So. So tell me, how did you end up getting into Texas and stuff?
I ended up in Texas through my ex-husband, who passed away, unfortunately, but he was a very great inspiration to my life. And before he passed away, he actually gave me a will, basically giving me a dream that I didn't see before he left it for me, which is very inspirational for myself. And I'd like to inspire other people about that. Sometimes you may not see your dream, you may not see your vision all the way through, but somebody else may be there to support you and help you see it. And that's a beautiful thing.
Oh, that's cool. I know I heard about that you possibly going to be doing a real huge opportunity. You're going to be shooting an episode about women's empowerment. Can you tell me a little bit about that? Tell us about that here.
Women in Power. Women in Power is a big series. And actually, I'm very glad to be a part of it and nominated for it. Basically, it's about powerful women and who are in the business of whatever business they're in. It just so happened I'm in the beauty industry. So they want to make me a beauty mogul. And that's very exciting. So I'll be like the beauty Einstein, per se. So it's very exciting and very endearing and motivating. So
awesome.
Yes.
I know that a lot of times, life can get difficult. And, we're Asian. I'm 43. You're getting up there too. How did you manage to keep that childlike outlook on life and keep dreaming and going after the things that you want to do?
Well, there is something I was researching recently. It's called sovereign transformation. And what that is about, it's about your adulthood and your childhood integrated to make you who you are. So it's your adulthood diligence and your childhood innocence. It's a very deep topic that I would like to go over in my podcast.
I understand.
Yes.
That sounds good, man. And I tell you, sometimes I deal with things and I'm like, I have to try to keep believing that I'm going to be able to go somewhere. And honestly, that's one reason why we're here on this podcast today, introducing Whitta Passion, because, it's about, we're playing, but we play like we perform. We're going to be professional about it, and we're going to make sure that we do our best at everything that we do. You see, I said to her as we was getting ready for this shoot, I was like, look, man, Black people look beautiful when they smile.
Yes.
And that's what we're trying to recreate here tonight. Yeah. It's just like, let's smile because we're alive and we're making it. And so
we're alive and well.
And awesome. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, 100%. Yes.
Yeah, so we're creating that vibe,
Yes.
And we're never too old to be able to have our dreams and to leave a legacy. And this is what this is about. And so, Whitta, just tell me about, after you do this big video shoot and this episode for Women in Power, what are your next goals? What do you want to try to do after that?
My next goals is to get a lot of opportunities, basically knocking at my door. I want to get deep into fashion, so just modeling, acting. I want to get into, one of my friends in the past, one of my best friends, she was like, oh my God, you look like one of them actors that's on Tubi and something like those gangster girls and stuff. Right, and I'm like, oh my God, and shit. And I was like, look back at it. I'm like, man, you know what? That's true, and why not go for it? Why not go for what I want if I qualify and have everything, the talent, the willpower, and the endurance to go for it? Why not?
Yeah, exactly. So, Whitta, here's your opportunity to have the floor. If, this is the opportunity for you to tell the world anything you want to know or any type of advice you would want to give them. Here's your opportunity. What would you like to say?
The turtle does win the race. It doesn't matter the pace you go. It depends on your destination. And destiny is destined for the one who go for it. Along with, guidance and God, if you believe in the higher power, prayer and just keep on going. Don't stop for your dreams. Don't let nobody tell you no, you can't do it. So many times people told me no, you can't do this, you can't do that, and when I did it, guess what, it was a success. So damn those people, damn their opinions. Go for your dreams. Never stop learning, never stop achieving, never stop going for your vision, never stop envisioning your vision, and just keep on keeping on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I heard you talk earlier about religion and stuff, and I kind of want to say that, like, I believe in God, and I believe that God has already done everything He needed to do for me. He gave me talents. He's also gave His Son Jesus Christ so that I can be saved.
Yeah.
But I feel like everything else, He's like, man, the ball is in your court. And right. I want to see what your opinion is and what you think, because a lot of times I'm like, I hear people who believe, they just think that God's gonna save them while they're drowning, and He sent boats and He sent rafts and He sent surfboards, but they don't want to get on. So what is your opinion about that? About, like, how much work that you got to put into your success?
You have to put a fair amount of work on the balance scale. So work, play, effort, all of that goes into the scale, right? That you just have to balance it out. So it's harder said than done, but there is a formula to it. I'm pretty sure of that. And we can also even go over that on my podcast. So I would love to actually go over that. And like just finding an equilibrium in your life to tune into what you desire truly in your heart and in your soul, in your spirit. I don't know if I got off topic, but
no, I mean, that's exactly what I'm talking about. And you said something earlier that just kind of, like, really spoke to me. You said equilibrium and about having a balance and things, and I feel that no matter what, you got to keep working, you got to keep pushing,
Yes.
Even if you feel like it's not much, that's how everybody has gotten started.
Right.
And that's how we're getting started,
From the bottom up.
Exactly,
From the mud.
From the mud,
Mm-hmm.
And those are always the greatest stories. It's like sometimes when we get so low, that's when we're going to come up and
Yes.
have the best opportunities that come our way, because there's no place else to go but up. And so, we're really trying to create this vibe.
Yes.
I appreciate Whitta Passion coming out here and being on the Stay Strong platform.
Yes.
Show y'all love, and let's put our hands together for Miss Whitta Passion. Hey. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to holler at you later. Peace.
Elevator, give them the shaft.